Hello, my name is Tim Bradrick, and this is my game demonstration for my capstone project Scoundrel Scrolls for Milestone 9. Let's see here. We notice here on the screen we have a question mark highlighted with a rotating highlight on it. Part of what I worked on is a tutorial. I haven't finished it yet, but got the beginnings of it. And that's what this question mark is for. It's animating just to tell the player that there's something that they can tap on and get some information. And we click on that, and we see the initial piece of information about it. And then we have an exit button, and that will exit back out, and then you can go back to the different settings and so forth. And then there's also a next button down here. We can scroll up and down. Next button, and we get some different information explaining what the different buttons are. And as I continue on and working on the project, I'll add more information here. But that's the tutorial, at least the beginnings of it. Some of the other things, we'll go into the play area. And some of the things I'll demonstrate here. We have the squirrel in front of the home. One of the things that we can now do is we can zoom in and out. One of the challenges that I had was accidentally zooming in. Got the zooming to work just fine, but accidentally zooming in while moving the character. And now I've gone and prevented that. As long as your finger is over here on the touchpad or the jump button on the other section of the game, there's a jump button. It will not do that, and that was a little bit of effort to get that working correctly. We noticed one of the other features was the blackbird. We got too close to him, so he squawked at us. And let's zoom in a little bit more. One of the things that the blackbird does is he'll squawk at you when you get close, and he squawks a warning. And if he gets close to a tree, he'll dig up an acorn for you. Let's see if we can do that. And after he squawks at you, if you touch him again, he'll cause damage. So we'll take a look up here in the hearts there. There we go. Oh, yeah, I took too much damage, so he killed me. So we'll exit out of here and get a new character started here. We'll just start over. And let's turn that sound off. Okay, I tried pushing him into the tree. If the blackbird bumps into the base of the tree, he'll drop an acorn. But you got to try to do that before he squawks at you the first time. So a lot of what I did for this milestone was just cleaning up some of the functionality of the different things. One of the things I worked on was the movement, the move pad over here. What I did is I created a dead zone in the center of it, and I also slowed down the movement of the character. I'll come over here to the grapes, and you'll hear a sound effect. Okay, I have 3 different sound effects going on with the grapes. Let's take a look in the inventory. Notice that I have no grapes there, and I only have 1 banana. I converted all of the objects into pickups. If you touch them, the donuts, you'll automatically pick them up. The grapes, the bananas, if you cannot use them immediately, it will convert into a pickup. So let's get our health full, and we'll just see. Okay, there's another sound effect on the acorns. Okay, we'll try to avoid our brown bird over here. We have another blackbird down here. And again, they'll squawk at you. There we go. Let's go into the farm area down below. I modified some of the bluebirds down here. They do not cause damage when they touch you. So, but they are swarming like a big flock. Oh, and I got hit by the brown bird, so I'm going to have to collect a few more grapes and bananas. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, here's the banana. I had, let's see here, had one banana in my inventory. If we go over, I have on that full health, and now it'll add it as a pickup. There's the one, and there's the second one. So, and there's just evidence that they are being added to the inventory. Okay. Let's go back up to the adventure area. Oh, before we get there, I added an apple tree. Had that on my previous milestone, so I went ahead and completed that. Oop, we got the rose bushes. Now what will happen, here's the apple tree. If we run into the base of the apple tree, it will drop an apple for us. There's the apple, and if we maneuver correctly, we can knock the apple into the middle of the rose bushes, and it will pick up the objects for us. See if that will work. There's a donut it just picked up. There's an acorn. So there's that little mini game I had anticipated making. Just picked up another acorn. Let's go into the adventure area. A lot of cleanup here. While we're here, let's take a look at the settings. We have the move pad on the left and the jump button on the right. On the settings screen, you notice I added a button for the jump button and the move pad. The move pad will go left, center, right, and it just pushed the jump button. Let's go back to the center, and we see that it's in the center, and then put it on the right, and we see the jump button moves over to the other side. So I went and corrected the how the functionality of the jump and so forth operate, and there we go. And then, you know, just any configuration between them, those two, and for example, we could have the jump in the center, or however you want to set it up. So there we go. I like it like this, so I'll just keep it there. All right, continuing on, let's go over to the climbing section. Again, those bluebirds do not cause damage, and there's sound effects on the acorns. And the banana will be picked up so we could use it later. Okay. And let's grab that and jump over. Okay, now this is one major area that I cleaned up. I'm going to go and collect the collectibles over here. And the donut was picked up. Now, we could jump up on the tree. There we go. And he stays in the center. We cannot go left or right. The animation will show left or right, but that's about it. So he just wiggles a little bit. But you get to the top, and then you can crawl off. And there's the blue birds, and they'll push you, but they won't cause any damage. And then we'll just go grab the grapes over there. Next cleanup was the jump over here. I lowered the branch and moved it in closer, so it's a little bit easier. I'm still going to back up and give me some momentum here to make the jump. It should be much easier to make. And then another climb section down here. Hopefully I don't have a way of falling below the wall. And then I put some bushes there. And there's the climb. And then we'll try to go and finish off the adventure to take a look at the prize box. Okay, the brown bird should be working, but not that I particularly want to get attacked by him. And then the bluebirds, they are moving faster. And we'll just try to get through there quicker. And I'm sure the brown bird is somewhere, but oh, there he is. Okay, and then we'll go up and... Okay. Now, there were some problems in the maze as well, where the different objects were rendering and so forth, and I went and cleaned those up as well. They are now hidden by the bushes. And there were some rose bushes in here where it was difficult to pick up items and stuff, and I went and cleaned those up. And there was another rose bush in another location, and I did clean up where it was throwing the squirrel. And I'm not sure that's it. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah, and there was a rose bush up here that was damaging the squirrel whenever you got close. Clean that up. And primarily for those rose bushes are there. You notice that there's one behind. I'm just trying to get the acorn. And that's primarily because of the tree. If we go up here and jump over, that rose bush is there to throw you back. Okay, and then there's the end, and you can collect your prize. And at the top should be the bonus star. And we can just go ahead and collect that. There was also a problem with the amount of the acorns. I went and adjusted so that the medium is always higher than the lower one, and then there are just the other objects that are in there as well. So we'll just go ahead and collect a few of them. And that's quite a few. Let me check my notes real quick. I think that's all I got. Just a lot of cleanup. The birds and the tutorial were the main sections that I was working on. Thanks.